Okay, can y'all hear me now? All right. Yeah, that's my bad. So, listen, thin line between love and hate. We just letting that bump for like a little minute because that was the name of the name of the podcast. Love versus hate. You know, we used to do this last year. If anybody remember, uh, every Thursday we would kind of do something love versus hate. We would take a topic and then we would weigh out the scale and the balances. And kind of tell you what we was gonna be talking about a little bit later. You dig what I'm saying? In a minute, I want to just give another shout out to somebody, man. That I think is touching a lot of people's heart, man. Everybody that they came to the barbershop, man. It's just like right now we messed up, really. Let me turn my little music down. Yeah, y'all remember that? That movie was so dope. But H Town used to go so hard. But rest in peace to John Morning, man. You know, some people knew, some people didn't. You know what I mean? Some people seen it, man, and it's like, you know, especially of cancer, because to be in your 40s and die of cancer, it's not like you like young or old. But you know what I mean? It's just like it makes you just think. One of my guys was in a chair today, man. He was just like, man, that's the reason why I'm finna go get my health checked out. And it's like, bro, I'm already on top of stuff like that. So coming up next week, I got to do a prostate check, and then not only that, we finna get a colonoscopy done like later on in the month of June. You know what I mean? And so as you're getting older, man, especially like with black people, man, we got to take, our health more seriously. I'm not for sure what happened with his, so I'm not comparing us to him. I just wanted to say rest in peace. Shout out to Elijah and Maya and little John John. Those are the three that I do know, and to the rest of the John John kids, the Morning family, all of y'all, man. Listen, we love y'all. We keeping y'all in prayers. And man, I don't know what's gonna go down, how it's gonna go down, but I'm gonna try to show up and show my respect. And so that's how we gonna do that. But for the most part of it, man, love versus hate. I had somebody sent me like a little post, and I'll show that post a little bit later. But it's kind of sparked like a little conversation between one of me and my guys, man. And you know, um, when it comes to me and Pook Dog, but like when it comes to me and Pook Dog, we always talk about everything. You dig what I'm saying? And so he's definitely a good conversationist. And so let me see. Is it showing me live? Like, if anybody can see me live, I say I got one person on deck. Sometimes I hate it because when I can't see people, I be thinking that it ain't live. Facebook ain't pulling up over here. So it just be like a big total mess. But back to my man Poop, K Dot. Me and K Dot, we always talk, we always chop it up. When we first started the Ballhead Nuts, he was one of the guys that was being featured on there a whole lot, just popping up and just talking about like some real live issues. And so it was an issue about, what I mean, stepdaddy, stepmama. You know what I mean? What should you do? And uh, you know what I mean? It's hard because if you've been in a relationship with somebody, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure mostly everybody has been like, you know what I mean? Try to get my comments up here. Okay. Nobody making comments yet, but okay. But listen, but if you've been in a relationship and this other person already had kids, especially when you dealing with like a lady friend, she might have kids, and so that right there, you know what I mean? It can be a friction, you know what I mean? Especially like, if her kids is a little bit older, they get used to certain things, and they don't really want like a stepdad. Hey auntie, what's going down? That's my auntie Diane all the way down there in Texas. What's happening? Um, and so I mean, auntie can relate to this too, you know what I mean? Especially getting with my uncle Tommy, you know what I mean? Him already have existing kids, and Toya was bad as hell. Oh my God, Toya, Toya was bad. So I kind of, Auntie, I felt sorry for you on that one. Little cuz was bad as hell, but you know what I mean. We love her. That's my family. No shots, love her. But yeah, little cuz is crazy. You know what I mean. So yeah, you definitely had your hands full with that one. But also, you know what I mean, when a father is dealing with, you know what I mean, a lady and she has kids, it could be some friction. And so I had this little video and I posted it, you know what I mean, and I'm gonna show it to y'all, and then we're gonna stop and we're gonna break it down, and then we're gonna talk about it because I had like a little bit of mixed emotions. Hopefully, K Dot is watching, man. K Dot, man, pop up if you're watching. I can either send you the link or whatever. Pop up if you're watching, man, and check this out, man, so we can just bring a little bit of light to this situation because it is an issue. It's really, really an issue. So I'm gonna show you this video real quick. Let's go.
Did you clean your room like I told you this morning?
No.
Well, go in there and clean your motherfucking room then.
No, you ain't my damn daddy.
Who the fuck you think you talking to like that? You better get your man in there and clean your damn room. I'm gonna tell your motherfucking mama on you too with your fast ass. Shit crazy as hell, man.
What happened?
Man, you need to talk to your motherfucking daughter too.
For what?
She so-called going off on me early, telling me I ain't her goddamn daddy.
I see no lie told. You ain't her daddy. What? First of all, what you say to her for her to be going out?
That besides the motherfucking point. I'm a grown ass man. She's a fucking kid. I don't give a fuck.
She has human rights just like you. So
no, she don't have no motherfucking human rights in my motherfucking house. She don't pay no bills. She don't feed herself nor clothe her goddamn self.
What you say to her?
I don't feel I owe you an explanation. For the simple fact, man, I'm not finna explain shit to you and justify why you feel your daughter had the right to talk to me like that.
Did you talk to her aggressively? Did you talk to her?
I told your daughter to clean her motherfucking room.
Okay, and what she say?
She told me I ain't her goddamn daddy.
You mad?
I know, okay. But yeah, I'm taking care of her goddamn ass. Something her actual dad ain't doing. So you tell me how is that justifiable? If she ain't in that motherfucker, man, abiding by the rules like any other kid, to where, man, when I ask her something, she gonna give me this type of lip action. Man, listen, you and your kid get the fuck out of my motherfucking shit.
You ain't going nowhere.
The fuck is you talking about?
You ain't finna be sitting up there.
I ain't justifying. You ain't finna justify none of that.
You not finna be talking to my child on any type of way. Just because you talk to your kids like that don't mean you need to talk to mine like that. I don't talk to my daughter the way you talk to my daughter.
This is why, man, I never cared to fuck with a woman with kids, man. Cause y'all got little to no respect for stepfathers. That's why the daddy ain't in her fucking life now. Cause you the fucking problem.
She was a kid. That don't got
you
nothing
the fucking
to do with
issue.
nothing.
I guarantee you, dude try to step up and be a daddy, but because your motherfucking bullshit ass parenting skills, you wouldn't allow that man to do what he's supposed to do. And that's why her motherfucking ass got the attitude she got now.
No, it's not.
That's why she got the attitude, because she a chip off the old fucking block. You the fucking problem, man.
I'm not no problem.
Cause you got me fucked up.
Nah, you just don't need to talk to her no any kind of way.
I talk to her the fuck I want to talk to. I'm a grown ass man, and I pay bills in that bitch.
But you still not finna sit up there and talk to her no any kind of way.
I ain't talk to her no any kind of way. When she didn't do it when I asked her to, then I got aggressive. First of all, she the one started with the attitude.
Why you being aggressive with a little girl?
Because that's how I operate.
No, you don't need to operate like
you
that.
You want me to beat her motherfucking ass?
You ain't gonna touch her.
Well, motherfucker, you keep fucking talking, I'm gonna touch your motherfucking ass.
Nah, you ain't gonna touch me.
What the fuck is you talking about? You got me fucked up.
You ain't gonna touch me nor her.
Shit.
I bet the cops come lock your ass up. You keep
I got bail money. I got bail money.
I don't give a damn.
Fuck is you
bet
talking
you won't
about?
do nobody else child like
matter of
that.
fact, y'all can roll.
Nobody going nowhere.
Y'all can fucking roll.
Yeah.
Fuck is you talking
Just
about?
Just learn how to talk to my daughter with some
learn
respect.
How to talk to no motherfucking. Your kids better learn how to respect her at done.
Put some respect.
Somebody gonna kick her motherfucking ass and yours.
My child don't disrespect no adult unless they sitting up there disrespecting her.
Tough ass. You ain't nothing but a nigga with pink on. You ain't nothing but a nigga in pink. And you fuck you talking about?
Yeah. Okay. So it's so much to say about that. It's ridiculous. So I'm gonna try to pull up his conversation. You dig what I'm saying? And then because he ain't on deck right now, so then that way we could pull up his conversation, and I can show you exactly what we was talking about. And let me see if I can get back to where we was at. Okay, so all right, y'all seen the video. You know what I mean? I can bring it back. We can break it down a little bit. You dig what I'm saying? And then we can always talk, you know what I mean, about what was said and this and that. That's no Shantae said, that's no stepdaddy. Shantae, the first thing that I just want to say though, too, to kind of like piggyback off of what you saying is, you know, when she walked in the room, he was like, you know, did you clean your room like I told you? And she was like, no. And he was like, you know, something. Then she was like, you ain't my damn daddy. And then he kind of went off. One of the first things that I seen when I was looking at it, and this is from my opinion, so you know what I mean. Somebody else was thinking about it, and let me read what I was saying, so I can say. I said I think they both could have used better words when talking to a kid. Her attitude is derived from the actions in their conduct. They both could have sat down with her and said, this is what's expected of you, with the mom putting emphasis on it and standing on it. He could also change his approach when talking about it, about any issue. The cuss words in any conversation is so aggressive that it puts people on the defense. And then I just said, I feel sorry for my people. We got to go back and fix this behavior or we will keep losing. So K Dot came back, and then K Dot said, I have to disagree. He told her to clean her room the first time. She should have done it. The mom is the main problem. The fact that she cussed at him shows the lack of respect and discipline instilled in the child. He didn't cuss at her. He used cuss words telling a child to clean their mother effing room is far from talking to her crazy. Okay, well, K Dot, if you look at the video, he did. Go in there and clean your motherfucking room. Um, I'm gonna tell your mama on your damn ass with your fast ass. You dig what I'm saying? First of all, don't call that into existence on a little kid. You dig what I'm saying? With your fast ass, because you know fast means that you know what I mean, like you being fast with boys and stuff like that. It can also mean being disrespectful and stuff like that. One thing I will agree with K Dot is this right here. Anytime that a child be like, you ain't my damn father, and you know they know that they living in your house with their mom, and then they have the nerve to talk to you like that, um the root problem is deeper than the kid. You dig what I'm saying? And so it's the mama. So when he jumped in the truck with the mama, you could see how the mama was going. But let's just go back to the kid. Now, if it was me, K Dot, personally, I would have handled the situation like this. Did you clean your room like I told you to clean your room? Hey, well, you got to get in there and clean your room. Next thing you know, we finna start taking stuff. You finna be on punishment because all kids is gonna buck. I don't care if they're yours, if they're a stepchild or whatever. If they, you know, getting like they start feeling themselves and they grown, they gonna buck up and they gonna say something that's out of order. It ain't just a step kid. You dig what I'm saying? But however, since this is not his real daughter, um you man ain't no telling where this came from, because when you start talking like that, ain't no telling where, you know, what her father is saying on the side, like if he's a part of her life, if he picking her up like here and there, like what that nigga be saying to you. You know, you ain't got to listen to that nigga. I gotta tell you, I was guilty of that. Like when like Venice finally, like I tell you what, K Dot, when she started messing with what's his name, the one guy that used to play basketball with y'all and stuff like that. Really cool dude. You dig what I'm saying? Once I finally got to sit down and chop it up with this dude, fam was cool. I can't think of his name. It's neither here nor there. But I used to tell Nubia out the gate, like, that nigga ain't your daddy. You ain't got to listen to him. And you know what I mean? You ain't got to listen to nobody, because she used to smile and laugh. And it was just like, that's that bond that me and my daughter had. But I don't think Nubia was disrespectful like that, because she knows she would have got towed up when she got back over to this house. She was gonna get towed up by her mom, so the cuss words wasn't gonna happen. That wasn't gonna happen no way. But as a father, I gotta say, in my ignorance, I used to tell her, you ain't gotta respect that man. But here's the thing: that man is in his house, and that man paying them bills. So I think out the gate, number one, he should have went and got with the mama. You dig what I'm saying? And like, listen, this is what's expected in my house. You know, in my house, little kids gonna clean their room. They do chores over here. So little mama, listen, let me tell you something. Your room has to be clean every day. I'm expected. When I look in here and I don't see your room clean, this is where you finna stay. With no TV, no game, no phone, no nothing. You're gonna be in here all day. So if this room wanna be dirty, this is how you gonna do it. And so there's a different approach of being like a stepfather, where you ain't cussing and putting her on the level as an adult. See, when you start cussing at her, calling her fast, and I'm gonna tell your mom on you, clean your goddamn room and go clean this motherfucking room. Now you didn't put her to the status of an adult, and she ain't an adult. So you're gonna have to treat her as you being the adult and she being the child. So what's the first thing you do to a child? You start off with different levels of discipline. Like, all right, you didn't clean your room like I told you. Are you cussing too? I tell you what. Well, go and clean that room up and go and chill out and think about how you rapping, because that ain't how you gonna talk to me in my house. You a kid, stay in a kid's place. That's the same thing as go clean your motherfucking room and you know what I mean, and this and that. Before I even go get to your mama, I'm finna lay down some laws right now. You ain't coming back out that room, because I evidently she got up and she walked and she moved. So she ain't that crazy. So try that with her. I think his approach was off, bro. I ain't gonna even front. So let me see what else I said to K Dot. So that was part of it. So K Dot said that. So we going back and replying. So I said, yeah, but as soon as the little girl said, no, he didn't cuss. I think automatically he assumed she was raised, you know what I mean, to follow directions. You know what I mean? Don't assume, you know what I mean, that she got it already in her. You know what I mean? Especially if you don't know her father, what her father's saying to her. You hip to the mama. You see how the mama cussing. So therefore, this little kid is not to really blame, because she got some adults allowing her to talk like that and allowing her to, you know what I mean, to get away with stuff like that. You see when he jumped in the truck, how the mama started saying, what did you say to her? I see no lies told. That's the first thing she said. She said, I see no lies told. So if your daughter come and tell a grown man that you and your daughter is living with, you ain't my damn daddy, and you say, I don't see no lies told, okay, I don't see y'all staying here. You dig what I'm saying? Turn up for Christ or burn up for life. Yeah, you're right. No lies detected. I don't see y'all living here either. Because in my house, kids don't talk to me like that. So I don't see y'all living here. You know what I mean? That's my response. You dig? Because out the gate, the mom is defensive. You dig what I'm saying? Number two, I'm not being judgmental, but who's to say what fam had had in the cup? You dig what I'm saying? So the way that they cussing and the way that they talking, it looked like, you know what I mean, he had a little sip early in the afternoon, which is not unnormal, is not, you know what I mean, crazy from the hood where we from. You dig what I'm saying? I used to drink soon as I wake up. I had me a beer. So I ain't judging him, but I'm just saying, so if you off that monkey oil, you know, you're gonna be 10 times, you know what I mean, magnified. You dig? And so he jumps in the truck with her and he says, yeah, your daughter gonna tell me I ain't her damn dad. I don't see no lies told. No lies told. It's like, hold on, man. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, I'm telling you that I'm having an issue with your daughter, and this is the only thing you can come up with. Then she says some crazy stuff like, you know, put some respect on my daughter's name. It's like, are you out of your freaking mind? Put some respect on your daughter's name in my house. And I'm telling your daughter to clean up a room that I'm giving her, that I'm putting a roof over her head, and I tell her to clean up the room, and she say, nope, you not my damn dad. And you telling me to put some respect on her name? Man, listen, y'all got to go. I'm sorry, but y'all just got to get on up out of here, because at the end of the day, I don't know if you got no place to stay, but we can even treat it like a landlord. I'm gonna give you about a week, little mama. You and her got to get on away from around here. You dig what I'm saying? Because I ain't finna put up with that. You dig what I'm saying? Peace is too expensive, and I gotta protect mine at all costs. You dig what I'm saying? I'm telling you, peace is very expensive. You know, and when you get that, especially like when you got your own crib, all right, say you love the mom, and they actors, because I seen a couple of more of their videos that they do. So they acting out some stuff, and I think they did a pretty good job, because you know when you watch it, you don't really think like, all right, they acting. Sometimes it look like, okay, this could have been a real scenario, and it really can. You know what I mean? Uh, I'll use me and Oli for an example. Um, when I first met Oli, you know what I mean, she already had severe area synovial, and but me and her relationship, when we came, we clicked so tight. It was just like, okay, boom, out the gate. Um, I started looking out for like her kids. And I mean, that's just the way I was raised. You know what I mean? Like Diane, Auntie Diane. All right. So like one of the times when I met her, it was coming up on Naja's birthday. And I remember doing something cool for Naja's birthday. She was in a tough spot at that time. Then in return, I remember the people that I was living with was stealing from me. So every time I would go out, they would go inside of my thing and they would break into my bags and cut off some of my dope and then rebag it up. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not kidding. The 50s turned into 20s. You dig what I'm saying? I got 1,000 pack and of 50s, and next thing you know, you come back and they weighing out at point 0.3. Like hell no. You dig what I'm saying? And these ain't the way I even made my baggies. It's like so somebody was hitting me. Now make a long story short, she seen me frustrated on that end. So one time she just came to my room where I was staying at over there and just started taking my shit, taking it over to her house. She just started taking all of my shoes and all my clothes, loading it up, taking it over to her house, and just threw me a key and was like, "Here, you ain't got to go through that shit. Bring that shit over here, cause that's crazy." And so from right then and there, it was just like we became a team, and we started just looking out from that day one. It was like it was on and cracking. Now, I will say this about her kids. Um, Arius at the time was about 5, and I think Seville was like 7 or 8. And so there was some times where Lynn, her aunt, would be working, and Oli had to go to work. So there was a gap in Lynn coming to pick him up to babysit. So I had him. Arius and them used to be super respectful to me. You know what I mean? Like Arius, only thing he really wanted to do was play video games. So if I let him in the room and turn on the PlayStation, he was good. Seville and them, let them run up and down the streets with their friends, and then boom, be able to break, come get something to drink, chill out, play the game, or feed them, and they was to the beat. And so they started like looking up to me, you know what I mean, as like as a father figure out the gate, wanting me to be around. I had to whoop Naja. You dig what I'm saying? Naja had a habit of chewing rubber bands and swallowing them. You know what I mean? I think she was like 2 years old, and her mom was combing her hair. And she couldn't see her picking up the rubber bands, putting them in her mouth, swallowing them. And she was always getting on her for trying to chew the rubber bands up. And just out of pure reaction, I seen her trying to swallow a rubber band, and boom, I popped her hand, and she looked at me, man, and she cried. But Oli was just like, shit, stop eating the rubber bands. Like, and she supported me right then and there from that point on. Like, okay, if he see you doing something wrong, he gonna get you. He ain't just popping your hand for no reason. But I popped her hand because she was swallowing rubber bands. So I said all of that to say this. That's one of the relationships that I can honestly say. One of the reasons why we really lasted long is because those kids out the gate respected me, and I took on the role of stepfather, and it stuck. And it was just like, after a while, they was my kids. I was the guy. You know what I mean? I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. She gave me a key. We started splitting bills. You know what I mean? And this was way before Wizzy even came. So I was with them kids before, longer than I was with my own daughter, Wisdom by Oli. And so it can work. It ain't like it can't work, but the mom has got to stand on it. You know what I mean? Like, so if you a mother and you got kids, and you with this dude, and this dude is really, you know what I mean, being a provider, you know what I'm saying? It's mandatory that you stand on the rules and the regulations of this house. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you something right now. That's so unattractive when you got disrespectful kids. When your kids don't respect you, it says a lot about a mother. It doesn't say that you less than a woman or that you ain't hard trying, because sometimes when you're dealing with boys and they starting to grow up a little bit older, or a little bit on how you might have been raised, you might feel like, okay, since I was abused when I was younger, I do know some ladies that feel like this. I was abused when I was younger, so what I do is I don't whoop my kids because my mom used to beat me, or they used to do this and that to me. So I told myself I never beat my kids. Like, if you suffer some trauma like that, I mean, we could say we're gonna give you a pass, but at the end of the day, kids got to be disciplined, especially like when you ain't with the baby daddy, the natural father, and then you a single parent. Then all of a sudden you meet somebody. You don't fuck around, fuck around and be dolo for the rest of your life with badass kids. I'm telling you right now, that shit is a turnoff. You know what I mean? But what's a bigger turnoff is, to me, K Dot, and just look at it from this level. You know what I mean? And I know, I've been telling myself I'm gonna watch the cuss words, yup, and I'm gonna get to it. But the biggest turnoff to me, man, was the way that he talked to that little girl and his cuss words. You know what I mean? I think out the gate, that was the biggest turnoff. That right there to me was like, come on, fam. You as a man, you know what I mean? You want to set an example of what a man should be in a household. You know what I mean? Especially like when you're dealing with like a young girl. You know what I mean? That situation can be so sensitive. You dig what I'm saying, for what's going on, and then listen to her mom, how her mom is talking. I feel like, bro, approach that situation way different. You can still be the man of the house and say something different. Um, One of the things that he did, like when he was like calling her fast, I don't think that he should have did that. You know what I mean? And I'll double back on that because me being a spiritual person, you speaking stuff like that into existence. And so a lot of times when you sit up there like, man, this kid is bad, this nappy head, this, y'all don't understand, man. You really speaking that into existence over that kid. So be careful what you say out of your mouth in the circumference of them kids. You got to be careful. And when I said we losing K dot, that's one of the things I'm saying we losing. We got to go back and change that behavior, man. We got to start speaking life until our kids, like say for instance, you could take that situation and make it a situation of discipline to where she gonna learn from it. You dig what I'm saying? And that's basically what I was trying to do to like Naja, to like say, like, just because she's sitting behind you and she can't see you eating the rubber bands, I see you and I'm gonna pop your hand. Even Mimi, she was right there in the living room too, and she told her, like, everybody looked at her like, stop eating them damn rubber bands then. Because she looked at me like almost she wasn't number two, but like, nigga, you ain't my dad. Like, I don't know who was it, but why did you hit me? Like, you know what I mean? But at that point in time, I felt like it needed to be done. Fast forward, I give you another situation. Um, One time, Seville was about like 10 or 11. You know what I mean? And I don't know, we was living off a locust, and I think she was trying to wake him up for school or something. And he was in there arguing with her like a grown man, just like, man, leave me alone. And I said I'm gonna do it. And you know how when young boys get the feeling themselves, he could have probably possibly been like about 11 going on 12, but he started getting tall. You dig what I'm saying? And so he started getting tall, and so he started really feeling himself. He playing football, you know what I mean? All the little cool little stuff like that. And he was saying something, and she arguing with him, arguing. And it's like I sat there and I listened for like 10 or 15 minutes. And before I knew it, I just jumped up and got out of the bed, went in the room, and just slammed him, slammed him on the ground, picked him up, and just slammed him. Like, man, listen, shut up. When she tell you to move, move, nigga. Ain't nobody about to sit in here and argue with you. When she tell you to get up and do something, don't argue with her. Get up and move. And it was one of those situations again where I felt like this is your mama. You're gonna have to respect her. I'm not finna sit there and let you disrespect your mama. So in certain situations, you got kids that disrespect their moms. They disrespect their mom. Man, I done seen kids inside grocery stores, man, call their mama bitch, all types of stuff. Especially like, and I ain't being racist, little white kids. Oh boy, they can give it to, to their parents. Like, you dig what I'm saying? And they feel like, they scared. Like, we ain't gonna do nothing in public. We gonna get in trouble. But when I was coming up, my grandmother, man, she'll punch you in, she'll punch you in your back so hard. Listen, I'm telling you, by the time, listen, my grandmother punched me so hard one time, I lost my breath. Like, I couldn't even get the cry out. I mean, because she punched me so hard that it was like it went silent for like about 10 minutes. I lost my breath, and then when I caught it, I yelled out, like, get your ass up. I told you, don't you play with me in this store. You can't do that today. We get it. You know what I mean? Turn up for Christ and burn up for life. Thank God that we had big mamas to raise us, man, because whether they call it child abuse or not, I tell you, man, my grandmother taught us so much respect at an early age. You know what I mean? At an early age, on how to just be courteous, to be respectable, and how to treat people, man. And I'm telling you, respect take you a long way. So when it comes to step daddy and step mama drama, you got to pay attention to it. And so, ladies, don't be around nobody that you know what I mean? Okay, just because, okay, you got this crib in your name and you paying bills, you caught us at a hard time, right? And so we living with you, right? So I'm pretty sure Shorty, because he just jumped in the truck with her, so either that's her truck or they sharing a little truck or whatever have you. I'm pretty sure she putting something down, you know what I mean, in that house, whether it's food, cooking, or something like that. He was like, I pay the motherfucking bills up in this house. You dig what I'm saying? Somewhere in or out of there, when you move somebody into your house, or you move into a house, say a man did move you into his house and you and your kids is in there. At the end of the day, come on, man. Number one, your kids has got to be respectful. You got to stand on that. Can't nobody make you stand on your kids like you. Ain't no sense in me trying to discipline your kids or him trying to tell your daughter, go clean up the room. If you talking about put some respect on her name, and why you talk to her like that? Don't be talking to her like that. You dig what I'm saying? Now, on the flip side of that, ladies, make sure that that example of a man is really in front of your kids. Sometimes we settle in for less because this is what you can do. This is all you got for the moment, or this is the best situation for you for the moment. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of times we settle or we get content because we feel like we stuck. We can't go nowhere. Oh, you down and out on your luck. You just lost your job. Whoop de whoop. So you and this dude was together. Oh, baby, you might as well come on in over here. So out of the gate, you know what I mean? It's really still beneficial to him. First of all, it's some live in. You dig what I'm saying? And you know what I mean by that, live in. So you ain't got to go nowhere. Wake up. It can just shake at any time. Somebody's gonna cook and clean. The majority of the time, a woman is gonna clean up and wash dishes and cook, and she gonna keep the place together. You dig what I'm saying? And she got a little job. She got to kick in on something. You know what I mean? But that still don't take away from the place that, fam, you got to be a man when you speaking to these kids and when you treating these kids. You know what I mean? Like, if you see that that's the way that he's treating his kids, how do you feel like you can start a relationship with him and this is how he talk to his kids, or this is how he treat his kids, and that's the kind of man that you want in your life? Because I'm gonna tell you something: if a man ain't got no respect for no kids, he ain't got no respect for you. Keep it a buck. He ain't got no respect for you. If he can't even respect kids and he don't care nothing about a kid's well-being to how they grow, and I'm gonna tell you something: I was a little bit guilty of that too, because you know, for like years or like large amounts of time, I feel like I'm responsible for Seville running the streets. You know what I mean? Because he see me run the streets. I never got up and went to work, but we had money. You dig what I'm saying? There was one time we was in the county jail, and he told me he found some of my stuff and he fucked it up trying to cook it up. You dig what I'm saying? And so why am I telling you this? Because that's a bad example. You dig what I'm saying? Because now I'm showing them a slack way to get money. You know what I mean? So you show them a slack way to get money, and you ain't a stand up guy, and you ain't getting up and going to work and being a hard, honest worker. Kids is only gonna duplicate what they see. They like a sponge in a room. Whatever y'all say, whatever y'all do, they soak that up. You dig what I'm saying? Waniac said facts. They soak it up. You dig what I'm saying? And Waniac, I mean, you know for sure that we can really speak volumes into this from Seven Deuce. There was times when I was at Jada's house with her baby daddy Debo, and we sit there and we smoke weed right in front of Lil Debo. You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes they blew shotguns in his face just to see him, you know what I mean, see him high. Or just to see him sit back and kick it like a grown man. We thought it was funny. We did little stuff like that. And then when your kids grow up and now he the weed man, you dig what I'm saying? And you start seeing some of the ways that they take on from what we raised from them. And then they in jail, they facing this judge in this black suit. It's like, everybody boo-hooing and crying. Or if they wind up and you get that call saying, come and view this body, we think this is your son. Everybody boo-hooing. But as parents, whether you the stepdad or the stepmother, it's up to you to set a, you know what I mean, to set a better example. So K Dot, when I was saying I was as us as people, I think we need to go back and we gotta start setting a better example, or we're gonna keep losing. Because out the gate it's too much cussing and disrespect going on for each other. Another disrespect was this. Remember how he said, listen, I'll whoop her ass, I'll whoop your ass too. You know what I mean? You need to be whooped too. So now you threatening the mother. So just guess what would have happened, like if that conversation would have took place in the house. So now you got him threatening her mother in front of her. So if her mother allows this behavior and this is what she accepts, okay, once the conversation is over with, boom, 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 we go to bed, we wake up, we go back on and living. Now you got to worry about, do your daughter think it's cool to let dudes beat on her? Do she think that guys beating on her, yelling at her, calling her all or whatever her name, or disrespecting her, do she now think that this is life? You dig what I'm saying? Because as a father, first time you hear about somebody, you know what I mean, putting their hands on your daughter, you finna try to come tear something up. I know Nubia had this little boyfriend and stuff like that. He used to play all the time, like, yeah, man, I'm finna beat your daughter ass. And I used to tell him, like, yeah, go ahead, just let me know when you do it so I can come kill you and go back to Anamosa and get my job in the barbershop. You dig what I'm saying? Because that's what's gonna happen to you. You dig what I'm saying? You laughing and you joking, but I'm letting you know. You put your hands on my baby, I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna go back to Anamosa. That's how that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But he's a really cool dude. I'm just saying that because as a father, that's how you really feel. That's my typical response, whether you plan or not. You put your damn hands on my baby, you know what I mean, and beat her up or something like that. I'm gonna probably come try to kill you. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna even front. I don't even know how to handle that. So I'm gonna pray about that. Lord, please don't let that happen. You know what I mean? I'm doing pretty good out here, thanks to you, Father. Don't let nothing happen like that. And you know, my daughter rough, man. So please, you know what I mean, keep her mouth quiet. You know what I mean? So she don't get into no jams like that. But for real, you gotta be conscious of that. You gotta have you know what I mean? Keep your mind to the point of like, I guess, what you want in life, where you want to go in life, and what do you see for your kids? Is you don't want to put them here on this earth. So no matter whether it's the stepchild or whether it's the real child, you are responsible for this kid. And so if you put him in a toxic situation, that's how it's gonna be. He up here talking about he'll whoop you, he gonna whoop you too. Let's watch it one more time because there was some other things that I missed. And I got some more people that just jumped on deck. Check the video out if you didn't see it. Check this out real quick.
Did you clean your room like I told you this morning?
No.
Well, go in there and clean your motherfucking room then.
No, you ain't my damn daddy.
Who the fuck you think you talking to like that? You better get your ass in there and clean your damn room. I'm gonna tell your motherfucking mama on you too with your fast ass.
Okay, so listen, K Dot, what I was trying to tell you, he did just say more than, you know, your motherfucking room. You know what I mean? He basically said, you better get your ass in there and clean that motherfucking room like I told you. You know, I'm gonna tell your mom on your ass, your fast ass. You dig what I'm saying? And so those is that's a little bit too much for me, Poop. I just felt like, man, you know, you could have said something different. You know what I mean? You didn't have to, you know, talk like that. You dig what I'm saying? I feel like he could have said something different. I hope it didn't start the video all the way over. Let me see. Let me bring it back up. All right. Maybe it did. One more time. Check this out.
Did you clean your room like I told you this morning?
No.
Well, go in there and clean your motherfucking room then.
No, you ain't my damn daddy.
Who the fuck you think you talking to like that? You better get your ass in there and clean your damn room. I'm gonna tell your motherfucking mama on you too with your fast ass. Shit crazy as hell, man.
What happened?
Man, you need to talk to your motherfucking daughter too.
For what?
She so-called going off on me early, telling me I ain't her goddamn daddy.
I see no lie told. You ain't her daddy. What? First of all, what you say to her for her to be going out?
That besides the motherfucking point. I'm a grown ass man. She's a.
Let me see something. Hey, did you see what she said though? She was just like, I see no lies told. It's just like, man, are you crazy? You dig what I'm saying? It's like you shouldn't. That's the last thing she should have said. I see no lies.
Fucking kid. I don't give a fuck.
She has human rights just like you. So
no, she don't have no motherfucking human rights in my motherfucking house. She don't pay no bills. She don't feed herself nor clothe her goddamn self.
What you say to her?
I don't feel I owe you an explanation. For the simple fact, man, I'm not finna explain shit to you and justify why you feel your daughter had the right to talk to me like that.
Did you talk to her aggressively? Did you talk to her?
I told your daughter to clean her motherfucking room.
Okay, and what she say?
She told me I ain't her goddamn daddy.
You not.
I know, okay. But yeah, I'm taking care of her goddamn ass. Something her actual dad ain't doing. Man, you need to talk to your motherfucking daughter too.
For what?
She so-called going off on me early, telling me I ain't her goddamn daddy.
I see no lie told. You ain't her daddy. What? First of all, what you say to her for her to be going out?
That besides the motherfucking point. I'm a grown ass man. She's a fucking kid. I don't give a fuck.
She has human rights just like you. So
no, she don't have no motherfucking human rights in my motherfucking house. She don't pay no bills. She don't feed herself nor clothe her goddamn self.
What you say to her?
I don't feel I owe you an explanation. For the simple fact,
How you
man,
came-
I'm not
you
finna
came to
explain.
me.
I'm not finna explain shit to you and justify why you feel your daughter had the right to talk to me like that.
Did you
Nah,
talk
you
to
got
her
me fucked
aggressively?
up.
Did you talk to her?
I told your daughter to clean her motherfucking room.
Okay, and what she say?
She told me I ain't her goddamn daddy.
You
I
not.
know. Okay. But yeah, I'm taking care of her goddamn ass. Something her actual dad ain't doing. So what? So you tell me how is that justifiable? If she ain't in that motherfucker, man, abiding by the rules like any other kid, to where, man, when I ask her something, she gonna give me this type of lip action. Man, listen, you and your kid get the fuck out of my motherfucking shit.
We ain't going nowhere.
The fuck is you talking about?
You ain't finna be sitting up there.
I ain't justifying. You ain't finna justify
You not
none
finna
of
be
that,
talking
boo.
to my child on any type of way. Just because you talk to your kids like that don't mean you need to talk to mine like that. I don't talk to my daughter the way you talk to my daughter.
This is why, man, I never cared to fuck with a woman with kids, man. Cause y'all got little to no respect for stepfathers. That's why the daddy ain't in her fucking life now.
Man,
Cause you the
daddy
fucking
when
problem.
she was a kid. That don't got
You the
nothing to do
fucking
with nothing.
issue. I guarantee you, dude try to step up and be a daddy, but because your motherfucking bullshit ass parenting skills, you wouldn't allow that man to do what he's supposed to do. And that's why her motherfucking ass got the attitude she got now.
No, it's not.
That's why she got the attitude, because
not.
she a chip off the old fucking block. You the fucking problem,
No,
man.
I'm not no problem.
Cause you got me fucked up.
Nah, you just don't need to talk to her no any
I
kind
talk
of
to her
way.
the fuck I want to talk to. I'm a grown ass man, and I pay bills in that bitch.
But you still not finna sit up
Fuck
there
is
and
you
talk to her
talking
no
about?
any kind of way.
I ain't talk to her no any kind of way. When she didn't do it when I asked her to, then I got aggressive. First of all, she the one started
And why
with
you
the
getting
attitude.
aggressive with a little girl?
Because that's how I operate.
Nah, you don't need to operate like
You
that.
you want me to beat her motherfucking ass?
You ain't gonna touch her.
Well, motherfucker, you keep fucking talking, I'm gonna touch your motherfucking ass.
Nah, you ain't gonna touch me.
Fuck
nor
is you
her.
talking about? You got me
The
fucked
fuck?
up.
You ain't gonna touch me nor her.
Shit.
I bet the cops come lock your ass up. You keep
I
on
got
playing
B.A.R.E.
with me and
money.
my child.
I got B.A.R.E. money.
I don't give a damn.
Fuck is you
Bet
talking
you won't do
about?
nobody else child
Matter
like
of fact,
that.
y'all can roll.
Nobody going nowhere.
Y'all can fucking roll.
Yeah.
Fuck is you talking
Just
about?
learn how to talk to my daughter with some
Learn
respect.
how to talk to no motherfucking. Your kids better learn how to respect her at that.
Put some respect.
Somebody gonna kick her motherfucking ass and yours.
My child don't disrespect no
Tough
adult
ass
unless
nigga.
they sitting up there disrespecting
Oh,
her.
tough ass.
They don't
You
got
ain't
shit
nothing
to
but
do
a
with
nigga
shit.
with pink on. You ain't nothing but a nigga in pink.
Please. And you
Fuck you talking about.
Okay, that's my fault. I disappeared and didn't even know how to get back to the screen because I was trying to pause it and I was trying to talk to y'all at the same time. And so I seen what you said, sis, and that was dope because she says she needs to leave him. You don't threaten or to abuse nobody's child. The way he disrespected her mom lets me know he ain't spit. Learn how to be a responsible adult. Okay, so what I was trying to tell K Dot, from that right there. You dig what I'm saying? My fault for disappearing. I just figured out how to do that. That's crazy. All right, so for the people that just joined in, I replayed the video, but the things that I was seeing is just like first out the gate, somebody else said, you could have said something to that little girl in a more calmer way, and you could have still got your point across. Because when you yell at her and get your motherfucking ass in there and clean your room, and I'm gonna tell your mama on your little fast ass. You dig what I'm saying? Like you just did way too much. Because now you've taken a little kid and you've brung her up to an adult level. You arguing with a kid like you talking to a grown person out on the streets. And so whenever you dealing with a kid, like I was saying, you got to remember, man, that attitude or that behavior came from somewhere else. So that's what I was trying to say, K. Dot Pook. I was just trying to say, listen, bro, you could have came a whole different way. But then you notice how when he jumped in the truck with the BM, he just he spazzed on her too, and you ain't nothing but a nigga in pink. You know what I'm saying? I'll do something to you too. So it's just like, just think if he'd have been in the house talking to her, like like I said though, real talk. He got a white cup in his hand, and so I don't know what time of the day it is, but it's not unnormal to be in the hood and to be sipping something early in there. So it kind of sounds like his words, the way he talking is like, he feeling it. Like, nigga, I pay bills up in this bitch. Cause every time he talk, he's using a cuss word to emphasize what he's saying. So it's just like, bro, you are out of pocket. You dig what I'm saying? I said it once, I said it before. The first thing, like little mama, you just gotta go to your room. I tell you what, since you don't want to clean the room like I told you, go on in that room and stay in that room until your mom get here. Now when your mom get here, we finna come in here and we finna rap about this. Because listen, we not finna have this. You know what I mean? In my house, living up under this roof, it's expected of you to clean your room. So when I ask you to clean your room, I'm not your daddy. That ain't got nothing to do with you cleaning this room. Clean this room. I ain't you know what I mean? Because your daddy don't live here. Your daddy don't pay no bills over here. So me not being your daddy ain't got nothing to do with you cleaning this room. By you living here means you got to clean this room. You see how that just went? Still adult, still mature, still getting the point across. Now you feel me? In my house, you got to clean this room. When you go over your dad's house, he might not expect you to clean your room, but go over there and do the room however you want to do it. But over here, we got to clean rooms. That's how that one's gonna work. But then the mom, I see no lies told. She has human rights. What was that? What was that about? She has human rights. It's like this is not a situation that's dealing with human rights. You dig what I'm saying? This is about a respect and how she's talking to an adult. And then an adult asking her to clean her room, showing her discipline things that she should learn. So when she get older and get her own stuff, she can be responsible. If you don't want to stand on that, y'all both gotta leave. I'm sorry, this ain't the place for you because in this house we gotta have discipline. You know what I mean? In this house we're gonna have to clean up. And you know what? If you allow your daughter to talk like this in this house, I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I can't help y'all right now. Y'all gonna have to find somewhere to go. I'll get y'all to the rest of this week. Right. I see no lies told neither. You dig what I'm saying? She told me I ain't her damn daddy. I see no lies told. What? Like you see, so Pook, do you see the ignorance? You called it out with the mom. Like, yeah, the mom is ignorant, but it's just like, it's just a bunch. That's why I said I feel sorry for my people, man. We got to double back, man, and we got to get that together, man. And so, for the people that's just catching up, man, God bless y'all. I'm glad y'all did. Go back and check it out, man, and see some of the stuff that we talking about. I really wish that we'd have more people tap in because, like I said, I really was blessed. You know what I mean, with dealing with only kids, and Oli Kids was very respectable. You know what I mean? I think she stood on respect. Mimi stood on respect, and I think Aunt Lynn stood on respect. You know what I mean? And so they knew. Now Naja was a different animal when it came to Aunt Lynn. She could do whatever. She couldn't do no harm. So Naja went crazy because Aunt Lynn spoiled the hell out of her. You dig what I'm saying? But when it came to like civilian areas, they was cool. Now when Arius got to school, he used to show out in school and stuff like that. But that's like I said, all kids is gonna be kids. So it's up to you when they start going through they like little grown people situations and stuff like that, to do that. Somebody said something, she matched this darn energy. Um, because he came in the car wrong. Okay, now I understand both of those. I wanted to push that up there right there. Because sis, I think that's crazy. She matched his energy when he came in the car. So it's just like instead of y'all really finding a solution to this girl and to the way that she's talking, you know what I mean, in this house. You know what I mean? Now y'all both talking crazy to each other. Now he threatening you, and you ain't gonna put your hands on me. I'm gonna call the police on you. And I mean, listen, y'all, it can happen just like that. Him, you know what I mean? Especially if he got some drink in that cup. They pull up and they smell liquor on his breath, and he telling the police he might not find a nice one. You know what I'm saying? Boy, you look like a thug. You come over there and you don't put your hands on this woman, you going to jail. Now you in jail, boohooing to your family, talking about, man, this be all in my house. I got her in my house and she done got me locked up. You dig what I'm saying? Police don't care nothing about that. Somebody got to leave. If you've been letting that lady live there and her clothes is in there and you saying it's there, man, they finna make you leave until one of y'all cool off. Especially if you put your hands on her, you going to jail. I'm telling you what I know, and I done seen it too many times before. So you better get it together, straight up. I don't know who need to hear this, but it's really real. Cut that liquor out when you're dealing with kids, because you know what I mean. That right there is gonna help you make a bad decision when talking to them. Ain't nowhere in the world whenever you talking to a kid that you have to put them on an adult level. Now, coming from black families, man, I didn't heard it all. I didn't heard it all from my mama. I didn't got cussed out and I didn't got whooped. You know what I mean? And so I get it. But I'm gonna tell you something. That's not what's gonna help them grow, or that's not what's about to help them, see things your way, or to prepare them for the future for this world that's out here. Because the only thing you finna do is make them hardcore. You gonna make them think that this is what's cool. Man, I had this one video of this girl. Man, she snapped out on Ayala, and I forgot to download it. I meant to download it, man, so bad. When I talk about a little girl who cussed an adult out, and you know what I mean, and her father didn't say nothing about it. You know what I mean? I don't know. We might do like a part two. I might be able to come up with something else and show y'all some more videos. But yeah, that was just the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? Stepdaddy, stepmama drama. I think the love versus hate. Here it is. You might wind up dating somebody who already got kids. Here's the thing right here. This is what I can give you. You have to love them kids like you love that person. So if that's you dealing with this dude and he got baby kids and he got kids, you dig what I'm saying? You don't got to put up with the crazy baby mama. You dig what I'm saying? And stuff like that, or deal with the crazy baby daddy that want to come around because he think you around his kids and this and that. So, all of that you don't have to put up with. But when you dealing with them, you have to love them. You have to love their kids if you're gonna be with this person. Now, if their kids is disrespectful, this is where we're gonna have to sit down, because this is damn near like a deal breaker. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even front. In my book, this is a deal breaker, straight up. I ain't gonna even front. It's a deal breaker because here it is right now. I'm not finna be around you and no badass kids. I can't stand it. I can't tolerate it because you know what? It ain't finna happen in my house. You dig what I'm saying? And other than that, if I could put in the effort and the ability to show love and raise love and, you know what I mean, buy you clothes, birthdays, and do whatever, I'm gonna do my part as a father, as a stepdad, father, or whatever. I ain't got no problem with that. Love is gonna be in the air. But if you ain't gonna respect that, and then the other parent ain't gonna stand on that, you ain't gonna stand for me then either. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't finna ride for me. We ain't no ride or die. You dig what I'm saying? Couple, we ain't no teammate. Because if we ride or die, then that means that you have invited me into your life and you trust me not only as your man, but you trust me to be a father figure to your child. And so if I show you anything less than that, you need to leave me. You need to flee. If you show me anything less than a mother and you can't make your kids respect me, then that means that you don't respect me. That's your kid. If your kid don't respect me, then you don't respect me. If I bring it to your attention and then all of a sudden you got a problem with me instead of trying to have your kid do that, it's a deal break. I don't care how fly you look. I don't care how fine you is, how big your bank account is, how thick you is. None of that. I'm out. And if it's my house, you out. You dig what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna switch up the game before I get out of here. I got another video I want to show y'all. And it's so funny, man. And I've been laughing on it all week. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this one, and then we're gonna get out of here. Check this one out. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Shoot. Boy. Listen to me. When when I seen that, I don't know what happened. I don't even know what the fight was about. It wasn't a whole bunch of words either. Hey, dude just rolled up and he papped homie up. You dig what I'm saying? Now, my man that had on the wave cap, I don't know if he's crippled. I'm not laughing at his disabilities if he's crippled or whatever, but his hand just wasn't like strong enough to like give old boy what he was giving him. So my man, for the one little homie, yeah, what in the world? The one homie, he came through and papped him up. Like, listen, I don't know what it's about, but listen, smoke, it can happen and you can get dealt with. I don't care if you're in a wheelchair, it can happen to you. So stop meddling with people and tripping all the time because somebody can roll up on you and give you business. Stop playing and do. So my man, he didn't really have no no force in his punch, so he had to put his hand on his throat and stop him. Like, hold on, cut it out. And then when they said something about the police, he pointed like he told on him, like it's him over here. Like he the one did it. My man didn't even say too much to him. He didn't give him no cuss words. He didn't give him no reason. It's just like it's time. You dig what I'm saying? It is time, and you need to know that it can happen to you. So this summer in 2024, be be conscious of the smoke, or you will get dealt with. For real, for real. Listen, love versus hate, man. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all. Oh, not yet. Got some announcements to make. Got some announcements to make. Some really big, cool announcements to make. First of all, I'm trying to figure out a fundraiser so we can be doing with higher elevation. My big cousin Troy, he, if anybody know Troy Lockhart, you know that he is super big with the pantry, and he just teamed up with JB with a bigger pantry, and I mean he rolls around dumping off food, and so him and his wife only got like one vehicle, but you know their heart is so much gold. It's just like they always trying to give to people. They always trying to make sure that they feed people, and they always trying to make sure that they do something. You know what I mean? And I ain't just saying that because he's my people's, but I mean, if you know him, then you know what I'm talking about. And so he's asking me to put together like a fundraiser. So I'm just gonna throw it out in the air. I'm finna start something. I'm finna figure it out, and then by Sunday, I'm going to have what the fundraiser is going to be. What we trying to do is get people to donate to maybe help them get like an extra truck or something. You know what I mean? And you know, he's got a price range of what he's looking for, but I don't want to put a salary cap on what God can do. You dig what I'm saying? And ain't nobody saying you just got to go really deep and hurt yourself. If you can help, if you can do anything, let me know, inbox me. When I do the fundraiser, I'll post it again, and then people that want to help out, they will. I remember when I did the fundraiser for that little kid trying to get him a camera, it was a lot of people that stepped up and, just wanted to donate and wanted to do some stuff, and it was kind of hard. So, but we're gonna speak this one into existence and trying to help them do that because they deliver a lot of food to people. Now, on the flip side of that, shout out to Skylight. Shout out to Skylar, Tasha Teague, and them over there at Skylight over there in the town. They are preparing the Father's Day brunch, which is going to be Saturday. Okay, if this Saturday is the 8th, then the next Saturday will be the 15th. So Father's Day is going to be on the 16th, but this is going to be on a Saturday. And so it's going to be, I want to say from like 11 to 2 or either like 10 to 2. And then it's going to turn into like a day party. So here's the thing: the tickets is $30, and so right now we calling all the fathers in the Quad Cities. Get your tickets, B, because it can only fit like 50 people. They only want to fit 50 people comfortably. You dig what I'm saying? Where you comfortable, where you can get some food. And she named off a list of food, bro. It's gonna go down. I'm in there. You dig what I'm saying? Because I love to eat, and so it's gonna be a little stuff for everybody. I don't care if you're vegan, if you don't eat pork. You dig what I'm saying? It's gonna be some, chicken, turkey, whatever type stuff in there. So they're gonna put it together, and I trust it's gonna be dope because they dope. So I know it's gonna be dope. But here's what I was doing. I met up with my big bro today. Shout out to Mix and Mail, man. Every time my DJ stuff go wrong, he let me pull up on him, man, and he'll just sit down with me. He'll go through my laptop. He'll go through my stuff. He's sitting over there. We're sitting over there for an hour because it wasn't pulling up music. And so as we working on it, I want to do the first annual Bear True Father Day photo shoot. Okay, first annual Father's Day photo shoot. So for anybody that's coming to the Father's Day brunch, I know you're gonna be fresh. I know you're gonna get fly. You know what I mean? Like my man Black Bob, Vern Lee, Ken Lee, Fred Lee. I'm just naming a few people that I know that'll probably pop up. I know I'll be there. I know Brian Woods is gonna probably be in the place to be. Chad Murray gonna be in the place to be. Leonard Overstreet will probably be in the place to be. Just some real cool fathers, because what they trying to do, which I'm about to tell you in a minute, is why we all need to come. We need to be there, and we need to, hear this. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a part of that too. I am trying to get Mix and Mail to show up and do us a Father's Day shoot. So I would like to take some photos with my guys, man. Just say, hey, shaking hands, doing some cool little poses. Like, man, it feels good to be a father in 2024. You know what I mean? I made it to a 50 ball. Some of these guys is in their 40s, whether these guys is in their 60s or their 30s. You're a father, man. God bless you. We take our hat off. We salute you because it's hard. You know what I mean? And so she's giving me the task. She wants me to speak about being a father coming out of prison and then trying to rebuild that relationship with your kids. And who but me to tell you about my two crazy daughters? Yes, yes, yes. So I can definitely speak on that. You know what I mean? And it's been rough, but them is my babies. They love their daddy, and I love them. You dig what I'm saying? And there ain't no doubt about it. And so I'm gonna get up there. I'm gonna put something together, really cool to get up there. And so it's gonna be some other speakers. And so what we're gonna do is like some Father's Day empowerment. We're gonna speak life into each other. We're gonna salute each other and pat each other on the back that we still out here, that the police didn't kill us, that we ain't locked up, and that we ain't dead. You dig what I'm saying? And so that's enough to thank God for. So come out, celebrate. It's gonna be elegant. It's gonna be nice. They putting it together, but they need us to buy these tickets. We need to get these tickets so they can buy more food, so they can make it happen. I know in the Quad Cities we always try to show up and pay at the door. That's cool, but you got $30. Send somebody to go get you some tickets. Listen, if you got a baby daddy, you got a brother, you got a father, shoot over to the Skylight and buy them a ticket. Go buy them a $30 ticket. That could be a part of their Father's Day gift, and throw it in the card and give it to your father. Go give it to your brother. Go give it to your dude. You dig what I'm saying? Your baby daddy or something. A $30 ticket. He gonna get a brunch. He gonna get fed real good. We gonna talk real good, and then it's gonna be a little bit on the pictures, but it's gonna be really smooth. But then you can have some pictures to post and capture the moment of us all being together, and then you being, a father, man, still living and breathing. What a great reason to thank God. You dig what I'm saying? That's one of the best reasons. I mean, we got to thank God. We got to give him thanks, man, that we here and that he even blessed us with kids. Because to all the fathers, the one thing you got to remember, they carried that baby for 9 months, but we gave them that seed. That seed came from us. We just planted it in them. That seed, that's our seed that grew in them. You dig what I'm saying? Salute, boy. Father's Day coming up, June 15th, Saturday. I will go back on Sunday and post the regular times. Tickets is $30. Ladies, when y'all go to the Skylight this weekend, if y'all out there, somebody buy a ticket for your dude or for your brother or for your father. They ain't nothing but $30. That go a cool Father's Day gift. And then when they get in there, they're gonna get fed. We're gonna talk, we're gonna chop it up, then we're gonna have pictures on deck. We got a chance to get fly, we're gonna smell good. Then after that, it's gonna turn into a day party. It's gonna be strippers. Every no, I'm playing. It ain't gonna be no strippers. Tasha and them gonna kill me. No, it ain't gonna be no strippers at the thing. Man, hold on. Turn up for Christ and burn up for life. I take that one back. It ain't gonna be no strippers at the Father's Day brunch, man. So it ain't gonna turn into that, because then it'll really be packed. Tosh, I tell him well, we should have told him it's gonna be some strippers there. Y'all should have let me be in control of the entertainment, because I know some people. I know some homeless women for a couple of sandwiches from Checkers that would have came through it and turned it out. I know a homeless lady named Alice. She would have got some of her girls, and they would have came through that thing, and it would have been popping. Homeless women in there doing something strange for the rest of the food that's on the bar. You know what I mean? For some checker sandwiches in there, it's pop locking and twerking. Bare truth. Hey, listen. Next year, my Father's Day party gonna be off the meat rack, for real, for real. Hold on, man. I'm playing. We ain't doing none of that. We're gonna be encouraging, empowering, and inspiring. We're gonna come out. We're gonna salute God. We're gonna give God thanks. We're gonna give Him glory, man, for showing up in our life and protecting us as fathers and giving us beautiful kids. Can't be anybody can be a dad, but it takes somebody special to be a father. That means you got to participate in their life, and you got to take on those duties as a role model. And even if you fail, so what? Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and come on back. If you struggling with father issues, man, come on in there. You might hear something cool that might encourage you and lift you up and want to do better. If you knew better, you would do better. Other than that, I love y'all, man. I swear I do. God bless y'all. I will see y'all